Yes, Piali, now you can start.
Sir. Sir, can you see my presentation?
Yes, yes, it is visible.
Okay, sir. Today's topic is agro-counseling. And agro-counseling in rural agricultural system and the behavioral economics. Okay. So, what is agro-counseling? Agro-counseling is a psychological intervention designed to help farmers cope with agricultural stressors, improve decision making, and promote mental well-being. So, agro-counseling simply refers to the practice of providing advice, support, and guidance to farmers and the other stakeholders in the agricultural sector. And it is happened by helping them make informed
Voice not audible.
faced by individual and communities in the agricultural sector. So the role of agro-counseling is critical in the development of agriculture, particularly in the rural areas, by helping farmers increase productivity, ensure sustainability practice, and improve their economic outcomes. So agro-counseling can cover a wide range of topics, such as crop and livestock management, financial guidance, personal development, market and business development, environmental sustainability, and so on. Additionally, agro-counseling plays a critical role in the agricultural sector due to various challenges farmers and agricultural producers are faced by them. It helps rural farming workers by empowering individuals in rural communities to make informed decisions about their careers, education, and entrepreneurs ventures, ultimately contributing to a more diversified and resilient local economy by addressing issue like limited opportunities, lack of access to informed and low self-efficacies, particularly among young and youth, which can hinder their participation in economic activities. So let's discuss the different needs and importance of agro-counseling one by one elaborately. Initially, the most important...
Piali, please change the slide.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see? Okay, sir. Initially,
yes, now it is visible.
Okay. Initially, the most important key point is the addressing mental health and stress. Framing can be highly stressful professional due to unpredictable weather, fluctuating market prices, and financial pressure. Agro-counseling helps farmers manage stress, anxiety, and mental health issues, promoting overall well-being by providing emotional support and coping strategies. Agro-counseling helps reduce burnout, depression, and other mental health concerns in framing communities. The second is the improved decision making and productivity. Agro-counseling provides farmers with expert advice on improving agricultural practices, optimizing resources, and making informed decisions. So, guidance on crop selection, pest control, irrigation techniques, and sustainability in financial and sustainable
Please
practice.
change the slide, Piali.
Sir, I am also in the next slide.
Principles of agro-counseling.
No, sir. I am not talking about the agro-counseling principle. I am talking about the importance of the agro-counseling. So this is in the first slide.
But
Actually, you have I told to change. That's why I have changed. But I am on the
okay.
correct slide. So can I go to the correct slide, sir?
Sure, sure.
Okay, sir. So this is the correct slide.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, let's start with again. Okay, so agro-counseling provide farmers with expert advice on improving agricultural practice, optimizing resources, and making informed decision. So guidance on crop selection, pest control, irrigation techniques, and sustainable practice can increase the productivity and efficiency. This leading to better yield and economic gain. Okay, the third is the financial planning and risk management. We know that farmers often struggle with financial instability due to fluctuating commodity prices, poor harvesting, and market uncertainties. So, agro-counseling offer financial advice helping farmers with budgeting, managing debt, and applying for grant or loans and adopting better financial practices. Okay, so it also aims farmers in understanding risk management strategies such as crop insurance, diversification, and safeguard their income against unforeseen event. Okay, the next is the sustainable farming practice. With increasing awareness about the environmental issue, sustainable farming is become more important. Agro-counseling helps farmers adopt eco-friendly and sustainable agricultural practice and that minimize the environmental damage while maintaining productivity. So counselor can provide advice on soil health, water conservation, integrated pest management, and crop rotation to ensure long-term land viability. And lastly, social development and empowerment. Agro-counseling also include addressing social aspects like women empowerment, youth participation, community development, counseling program, etc. And that can help women and farmer and young people get more involved in agricultural activities, contributing to inclusive rural development. Now, here we have to discuss or know about the principle of the agro-counseling. So the principle of agro-counseling in rural development focus on guiding farmers and rural communities towards sustainable growth, improved productivity, and better livelihood. These principles are designed to ensure that agricultural counseling is not only beneficial for the individual farmers, but also contribute to the broader development of rural areas. Some key principles of agricultural counseling in rural development are exist and we will briefly know them one by one. First, the ethical consideration. So ethical consideration in agro-counseling are essential to ensure that the counseling process is fair, respectful, and beneficial for both the farmers and the broader communities. So, ethical practices help to build trust between the counselor and the farmers, promote effective decision making, and ensure that the advice provided align with the well-being of the community and the environment. As for example, confidentiality, informed consent, non-biased discrimination, and discrimination, respect for the culture and social values, accountability and transparency, promoting social justice and transparency in financial transaction are the different ethical consideration in agro-counseling. Now, the another thing is developing rapport with the farmers. Developing rapport with farmers in an agricultural counseling requires understanding their needs, fostering trust, and maintaining open communication. It can be happen through some strategies to build strong relationships. These are active listening, respect local language, frequent, honest communication, collaborative problem solving, community building, empathy, support, respect culture and, and regional difference, and follow through the promises, etc. Now, by showing genuine interest, actively listening, and offering practical support, you can build lasting and positive relationship with farmers within an agro-counseling, right? Moreover, effective communication with farmers and rural communities in agro-counseling is essential for fostering collaboration, trust, and the adoption of best agricultural practice. Here are some key techniques for communicating effectively. By issuing communication technique, agro-counseling can be more effective in bridging the gap between agricultural expert and rural farmers, fostering positive relationship and promoting sustainable farming practices. So if we summarize this, we can see that in rural development, the principle of agricultural counseling play a critical role in fostering sustainable and inclusive growth. So by focusing on the community-centered approach, empowerment, sustainability, and practical solution, agricultural counseling can help rural areas thrive economically, socially, and environmentally. This integrated approach is key to creating lasting positive change in rural communities. Now, different kind of agro-counseling are exist in rural economic development. First of all is the technical counseling. Technical counseling refers to the provision of expert guidance, advice, and support to farmers and rural communities to help them enhance their agricultural productivity and sustainability. It involves the application of technical knowledge, practices to solve specific agricultural problem or promote farm management. So technical agro-counseling address a wide range of topic including crop management, pest control, soil fertility, irrigation, climate change, adoption, and more. So by addressing specific challenges, offering expert advice, and fostering continuation of learning, agro-counselor help farmers to adopt changing conditions and enhance their productivity and sustainability. Financial agro-counseling is one of the type of agricultural counseling. This refers to providing expert financial advice and guidance to farmers and rural communities to help them manage their financial activity, improve profitability, and access financial resources for agricultural activities. So it involves a comprehensive approach to understanding and addressing the financial need of farmers, from the managing day-to-day cash flow to planning for long-term investment and sustainability. The goal of the financial agro-counseling is to support farmers in making informed strategic decisions that enhances their financial stability and agricultural success. By offering guidance on budgeting, financial planning, risk management, and market strategies, financial counselors empower farmers to make sound financial choices that improve their economic well-being and long-term success. On the other side, market agro-counseling help farmers with expert advice and strategies to effectively market their agricultural product, increase their sales, and enhance their access to local, regional, and international market. It involves helping farmers understand market trend, customer preference, pricing strategies, and how to build sustainable business model around their agricultural production. The aim of the marketing agro-counseling is to empower farmers to sell their product at profitable prices. It's reduce market risk and build strong relationship with buyers and consumers. With the right guidance, farmers can enhance their visibility, build strong relationship with consumers, and ultimately expand their market share in both locally and internationally. And lastly, the provision of support, guidance, and counseling to farmers and rural communities with a focus on improving social well-being, addressing social issues, and enhancing community engagement within the context of agriculture is referred to as social agro-counseling. It's combined element of social work, community development, and agricultural counseling to help individuals and communities building social reliance, improve livelihood, and foster sustainable agricultural practice. So the goal of the social agro-counseling is to improve farmers' quality of life by addressing their social need, including issues like education, health, family dynamics, social inclusion, and community collaboration. It also involves creating a sense of community, empowering individuals, and helping them navigate challenges they face in their social environment while promoting positive outcomes in agriculture. So, through education, support, and empowerment, social agro-counseling can enhance the overall quality of life of farmers and foster long-term agricultural sustainability. So, we can see that farmers often face anxiety, depression, and distress due to unpredictable weather, market fluctuation, and crop failure. Agro-counseling provides stress management strategies, emotional support, and reliance building technique. Counselor guide farmers in adopting new techniques, understanding risk, and making informed choice based on available resource and future sustainability. Many farmers resist the new agricultural technologies due to fear of loss and lack of awareness. Agro-counseling helps them understand benefits, reducing resistance to change, framing decision often involves in families. Counselors help resolve conflict related to land, finance, succession planning, etc. Many farmers have lack financial knowledge that's leading to debt cycle. And agro-counseling educates them on credit management, investment, planning, and government policies. So it is required to know the financial literacy among the farmers. Okay, so agriculture is inherently a high risk and uncertain sector due to its exposure to various uncontrolled factors such as weather, market fluctuation, pest outbreak, and policy changes. Decision making in agriculture therefore must account for both risk and uncertainty, which can significantly influence farm outcomes. Agro-counseling plays a crucial role in guiding farmers through this risk and uncertainty. This helps them make better and more informed decisions through building trust and confidence among the farmers. This also empower and educate the farmers, involve them in the long-term planning, and helping the farmers stay adaptable and open to new method that can help mitigate risk and manage uncertainty more effectively. By offering support in areas such as risk assessment, financial management, climate smart agriculture, and market strategies, agro-counseling enhances the reliance and adaptability of farmers in the face of changing condition, etc. Ultimately, agro-counseling help farmer reduce vulnerability, improve farm profitability, and ensure the long-term sustainability of their agricultural practice. Okay, behavioral economics explain why farmers make financial and farming decisions based on emotions, bias, and social influence rather than the rational calculation that we have already discussed in the previous classes. Okay, so farmer fears losses more than they valued equivalent gains, leading in trying new techniques and switching crops. The short-term reward, such as immediate income, often outweigh long-term sustainability. This include soil health and investment in equipment. The way choices are presented influences decision. For example, if subsidies are framed as a saving money rather than spending less, farmers are more likely to accept them. Farmers tend to follow community norms rather than independent research. If others in their village adopt organic farming, they are more likely to do so. So small interventions such as providing reminders about loan payment or default option for insurance encourage smart financial and farming choices. So we will discuss it more elaborately in the next slide. Counseling can help to overcome the biasness and improve the agricultural decision making. Cognitive barriers are the mental limitations and biasness that affect how farmers process information and make decisions. These cognitive biases included limited information processing, risk aversion, present bias, availability heuristic, overconfidential bias, etc. These barriers can lead to inefficient or suboptimal agricultural practice. On the other side, emotional factors play a significant role in agricultural decision making. Emotions like fear, stress, and pride can cloud judgment and prevent farmers from making the most informed decision. Right? Now let's discuss how counseling can overcome cognitive and emotional barriers in rural agricultural practices. First of all is building trust and rapport. Effective counseling is built on trust. That means when farmers feel that their concern are being understood and respected, they are more likely to be open and advise and new ideas. So establishing strong rapport and communication can help alleviate the emotional barriers and foster a collaborative approach to problem solving. The second is providing tailored advice. The counselor in the rural sector or agricultural sector who understand the specific context of a farmer's land, climate, market condition, and personal circumstances can provide customized advice. Tailored help to overcome the cognitive barriers like information overloaded and can make recommendation more relevant and actionable. Okay. The third is setting small achievable goal. Breaking down larger decision into smaller and more manageable goals can reduce the overwhelm that farmers may feel. As for example, instead of the urging farmers to completing switch to sustainable farming practices overnight, counselor can guide them in making incremental change that fit in their comfort level. And this is very important. The next is framing and reframing. Counselor can help farmers reframe challenges as opportunities. For example, instead of framing a difficult reason as a failure, they can emphasize the lesson learned and how this lesson can inform future decision. Okay. On the other side, reframing can help reduce the emotional burden of setbacks and shift the focus to growth and resilience. And lastly is the community engagement. Since many decisions in rural communities are made collaboratively and influenced by social pressure, that involves the community can help mitigate emotional barriers. Peer learning, where farmers can learn from the others' experience, is a powerful tool in overcoming the resistance to change. Okay. Now, we will see the application of behavioral economics in the agricultural sector. First of all, we can see that the behavioral nudge can guide farmers towards a better decision making. By increased adoption of best practices, nudge make it easier for farmers to adopt beneficial practices without feeling overwhelmed by complex decision or fear of failure. Okay. The next is enhanced decision making. Behavioral nudges help farmers make more informed decision making, moving beyond short-term biases or emotional reaction. The next is improved sustainability. By encouraging sustainable framing practices through nudges, agro-counseling help ensure long-term environmental and economic benefit for farmers and communities. Additionally, by empowerment and motivation, that it defines as nudges that emphasize social norms, progress, and reward that motivates the farmers, build their self-efficacy, and give them the confidence to take any kind of agricultural actions or activities. And lastly, the cost-effective intervention. Behavioral nudges can often be implemented with relatively low cost, making them a high efficient way to influence positive change in farming communities. So, a good financial decision can help farmers navigate savings, loan, and insurance using behavioral economics. The farmers often face significant barriers to accessing market, ranging from information gap and limited infrastructure to psychological and behavioral biases that may hinder optimal decision making. By applying behavioral economics principles to agro-counseling, these barriers can be addressed, ultimately improving the farmers' ability to access better market, receive fair prices, and increase their income. So by applying principles like nudging, framing, commitment advice, and incentives-based strategies, counselor can guide farmers toward behaviors that enhance their market access, increase their income, and improve sustainability of their agricultural practice. With the right nudges, farmers can overcome the challenges like risk aversion, information asymmetry, and social pressure to make more informed and beneficial decisions that correct them to broader and more profitable market conditions. Okay. So now we have to know what we can do in next. Okay. Agro-counseling can be implemented in rural psychology. Training agricultural officers in psychological technique can support farmers emotionally and financially. Second is introducing financial literacy, psychological resilience training in rural education can prepare the next generation for farmers. Setting up helplines for mental health support and peer network for experience sharing can provide continuous assistance. Apart from this, the government, NGO, and financial institution can use agro-counseling and behavioral economics to improve agricultural productivity and rural well-being. Right? They can design they can also design the farmers friendly loan scheme, insurance plan, and training program that account for behavioral bias. Conducting workshops to educate farmers about financial planning, risk assessment, and psychological coping strategies can improve decision making. Developing mobile app that provide real-time information on weather forecasting, crop prices, different types of government scheme regarding agriculture, while using these behavioral nudges can encourage sustainable practices. So encouraging farmers to participate in uh, cooperative farming or self-help group can also help to build financial security and mutual support for them. Now, in conclusion, we can say that agri-counseling and behavioral economics together create a holistic approach to agricultural well-being. This simply means that They both aim to improve the quality of life in rural communities. Agro-counseling focus on providing practical advice and support, while the behavioral economics shed light on cognitive and emotional factors that influence economic decisions. So by combining psychological support with the economic strategy, they can help the farmers make informed decisions, reduce stress, and adopt sustainable practice and achieve the financial security in the agricultural sector in rural economy. Thank you. Hello? 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 Hello?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you. Sir, are you there?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you, ma'am. I'm
I have
waiting for.
completed the class. Uh,
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
I
Thank
didn't
you, ma'am.
see your message. You have text me.
Yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Then thank you, ma'am, for the lecture.
Okay.
And we will continue this thing in the next class, ma'am. We have next class on Saturday, so we will update you tomorrow. Ma'am, can you please
Mhm.
end this meeting
Okay, 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 okay.
for us?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, ma'am.
Farah.